I know I look like junk right now, but yeah. Hello guys, so jumping straight into it, I'm just going to take this rose water spray just to moisturize the skin a little. Next, I'm going to take the YSL primer. It's really good for clogging the pores, not clogging, but covering the pores, so that all of the creams go on the skin really nicely and smoothly. And I'm just brushing that around with a regular brush. And I'm going to use this pencil from Maybelline on his eyebrows just to lightly fill them in. He already has naturally thick eyebrows, but I'm just filling in the sparse areas and sort of lining the bottom of his brows just to have that neat appearance. Then I'm taking some concealer on the bottom of his brows just to line them up and straighten them out. Now I'm priming his eyes using the NYX HD concealer and setting it with some powder by NYX HD powder as well in the banana color. Then I'm going to take this MAC Prep and Prime oil with grapefruit and chamomile extract, and I'm going to put it inside of my concealer palette so that I can start concealing his face and doing some color correcting. So on all of the dark spots and the dark areas, I'm just using a more red tone color so that it can subtract the darkness. And at this time, I'm just applying it. So now I'm just taking this beauty sponge and blending all of that concealer in just so that it's nice and smooth on his face. To blend is very important so that all the product isn't squished or uneven on the face. Then I'm grabbing my oil and my foundation palette. I love this foundation palette. It's so nice. Very good coverage, very buildable. And as you can see, I use it all the time for a lot of clients. And I'm just using a brush to apply that to his face. I love using flat brushes to apply the foundation. And it's important that you kind of build up to the coverage that you want. Make sure you're using the application brush to lightly blend. It's kind of like pre-blending before you get to the beauty blender, if you know what I mean. Yeah. And now I'm taking the beauty blender to make sure that's even all over his face. I'm blending all the areas until it's nice and smooth and seamless. We want it to look as natural as possible, so blending is key. Next, I'm going to take my NYX HD concealer. I'll have the color posted below. And I'm going to put that under his eye, just in his dark circle area, and cover those Prada and Chanel bags. I'm joking. No, but really, I'm just going to apply it to areas I feel like I need to bring forth without it being really super dramatic. Because remember, again, we want the makeup to look natural. Almost like a no makeup look, if you guys know what I mean. So I'm taking that concealer and just blending it in nicely, seamlessly with the foundation. Just asking him to look up for me. Taking that Laura Mercier powder and I'm going to set his face um, under his eyes with the beauty sponge, and I'm going to let it bake there for a little while just so that the concealer is able to sit on the face comfortably. And I'm just baking all of the highlighted areas just until I feel like it's nice and set. Now I'm grabbing the Glam Blondes, Glam Bronze by L'Oreal, and I'm just gonna apply that to the rest of his skin. And since his skin color was similar to the color of the bronze, I wanted to just use it to set his face since his face, you know, was close to the color. And then I'm going to wipe that bake away under his eye using a skin colored powder so that it blends out seamlessly. Gabriel was so tired in the video, you guys. He was falling asleep on the chair. It was the funniest thing ever. But he's definitely a trooper for sitting up. We filmed this like in the middle of the night. I kid you not. So all of the areas are nice and highlighted. And now I'm going to add some contour, just using any old palette with a darker brown shade, just to kind of make his contour lines stand out. I don't want the contour to be too dramatic. And then I'm going to just contour his nose very lightly. He asked for me to contour his nose, so I did. And just do it very lightly. We don't need any precise lines. Now I'm using Taj Mahal by NARS, and I'm sort of using it as a flush of color just to restore some color in his skin. And I'm just going to use it as if I were to use a bronzer so that it doesn't look extremely cheeky. Keeping it natural, y'all. Keeping it natural. He was falling asleep. Taking this highlighter by Laura Geller called Gilded Honey, and I'm just gonna put it on his high points with a really big fluffy brush. I love applying highlighters with brushes that are big, really big. And I'm just kind of going a little wild with it, and I'm grabbing his face a lot. He's trying so hard to stay awake. And he always has to do something. I'm just highlighting areas that I don't want to look really dry. And I'm going to use the Kiko eyeshadow, and I'm going to use that to add an extra highlight. I'm pretty much going over the Laura Geller with this other highlighter. But once I'm done applying this, the look is pretty much completed. I just kind of wanted to keep it really natural and just fresh. But thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for showing support and love, and we appreciate it so much. All right, until next time, over and out.
Boom.